Ever wonder why your inbox is full of people who can't pay you and keep ghosting you? Trust me, it's not your product, it's not your offer, it's not even your price. The problem is your messaging. In this video, we're going to look at exactly why you keep attracting the wrong clients and how to fix it fast. Seriously, you really need to fix this fast because it affects your running, your day-to-day, it affects your cash flow, your growth potential, and everything related to the sustainability of your business moving forward. Hello, once again. I'm Kenneth Phiri, and this is Phiri Consulting, where we help entrepreneurs like you build scalable, profitable, as well as sustainable businesses. Now, if you're new here, please do consider subscription to the channel. We really appreciate your efforts to support us. Also, don't forget to like this video and others. Now, let me also emphasize before we jump into our content today that on offer is a free 30-day growth action plan. You'll find it in the description below. Download it. It's free. It's plug and play, and it will help you take your business to greater heights. We are hearing a lot of good reports from entrepreneurs who have downloaded it. We have tried the strategies that are put in there to grow your business within 30 days without spending more money. Okay, let's look at the core problem. Why is there a problem as far as getting the right kind of people to support your business or to become your clients? Now, the first and most important problem that we obviously see for most entrepreneurs, in particular small businesses that we are working with, is that they speak to everyone. Now, this is a very critical problem because if you try to target everyone, it means that you're not targeting anyone at all. So this becomes a problem because although you want to have a broader scope as far as your clientele is concerned, now this limits who you actually get because there is confusion out there. Now, what this basically means is it takes you to the second thing. If you've got broad messaging, it means that you get low quality leads. So broad messaging is always equal to low quality leads. What that basically means is that there is no special appeal to a specific group or specific target audience that you are targeting with your specific offer. So that then this creates a very big problem in terms of the quality of the leads or the people that you're going to convert as your customers. That is why you end up having those problems where the people that you're getting either cannot afford your service or you've got challenges with them trying to do this or that to keep your business afloat. The other problem is unclear positioning. Now, where there is unclear positioning, there is a lot of confusion. It means that you're confusing your rightful audience, and this ensures that there is no trust. Because of that lack of clarity, people do not trust you because your communication or your marketing messaging is all over the place. We cannot really tell exactly what you stand for, who you are for. So that becomes a problem. What are you positioned to solve? What kind of problems or solutions are you bringing to the market? If you fail to position your business clearly, and then the type of leads and the type of conversions that you're going to get are going to create serious problems for your business. Now, these are the symptoms to look for as far as finding out whether you've got the right kind of clients or the right kind of leads in your business. Now, if your leads are constantly having challenges paying, it means that you've got the wrong people in your business. It means that you've appealed to people who cannot afford your service. So ultimately, these are wrong clients. You don't need these people as your clients. Now, the second thing is if you've got clients who are always asking for discounts or are thinking about it, by merely looking at this client in the discovery call, you can tell now this one is going to ask for a discount. Now, that's not your client. Because people that really afford your product will know the value that you're giving out. And if they appreciate the value, then they'll be willing to pay the amount of money that it takes for you to help them solve their particular problem. So be careful. That is a very big symptom where there is a lot of back and forth as far as negotiating the price for the offer that you are bringing to the table. The next symptom is when you feel like you are begging instead of them coming to you. Now, fine, there is always negotiation as far as offers are concerned, but if it comes to a point where there is a lot of convincing on your part in the DMs, in the calls, you have to wake them up. Please, even the language that you begin to use, a beggarly type of language, or you get to that point where you are overly going out of the way to try and convince them, then it means that you are just at the brink of getting a very wrong client that is going to give you serious problems. So my advice to you in that particular situation is, when it gets to that part, you have done all you can in presenting the offer on the discovery call. You have made your pitch. You have presented the solution. Then once you've done that, it's time for you to keep quiet and let the client make a decision. If they are unable to make a decision, then you help them along. You deal with whatever objections are there, but don't be overly convincing or try to beg them. They're supposed to be coming to you, not the other way around, because it's them that are in pain and it's them that are looking for a solution. Although there has to be a correct match between you and them, still stop begging clients to come on board. Let's look at the causes for this. What are the causes for you having these clients that you don't really want? Okay, the biggest issue is a misaligned targeting. Now, misaligned targeting is always the biggest issue as far as getting the wrong clients on board. What this basically means is that you obviously have got a message that does not really mirror the mindset of your consumers. Now, if your target audience does not really see how you are about to bring benefit to them, it means that there is a disconnect between their pain point and the solution that you are bringing. So as a result, you fail to attract the right kind of people who the solution has been designed for. So you end up getting just everyone. Your messaging is not really getting to the people that are supposed to get it. It falls on the wrong ears, and because of that, you attract the wrong people to be your customers, and your targeting is off. The other problem could be your messaging is too generic and it is not outcome focused. Now, what I mean by this is, for instance, let's say you say we help SMEs grow their revenue. Now, what is that? It's too generic, all right? Now, for instance, if you were maybe say we help SMEs increase their revenue by 30% in 90 days, then it's even much better. Now, you are focusing on the outcome. The outcome is very specific. You're telling them exactly what to expect. If you're saying revenue, what is revenue? How much of that revenue? It's not even measurable. So it's not even specific. We don't know exactly what are you talking about. A revenue in terms of just sales revenue. What exactly are you referring to? So be as specific as possible. So a message that is not specific will get the wrong clients because you're not really communicating to a specific pain points and providing an outcome-based solution that will resonate with your specific target audience. The other thing is you are getting these wrong clients because you are not showing exactly who that solution is for and who is not for. Now, as much as it is so important to outline who your target audience is, it is also important that you also define who is not your target audience. It is very important to showcase who you are not working with because it is not for everyone. If you say, we work with SMEs in the Johannesburg area, It's because you know the limitations of the resources that you have. You know exactly who is going to work for, and you know why you're saying that. So it means that everyone who does not fall within that particular bracket is not your consumer. So therefore, as a result, you're not going to even try to bring them on board as your client. Or for instance, you say, we help doctors in Southern Africa to onboard new systems and so forth. It means that people are not in Southern Africa. This is not for you. If you're not a doctor, it's not for you. We're not dealing with every other industry. We're very specific. We're very targeted. And this is who we're going to deal with. And everyone else does not fall in the purview of what our ideal customer is. This will help you immensely because not only are you going to get very good qualified leads and customers, but you're also going to avoid getting those other clients that are going to give you headaches along the way. So be as specific as possible as far as this is concerned in selecting who you're working with and who you are not going to work with. Now, I know here is always the norm where you're saying, no, but I want to increase my target audience so that I can get a bigger share of the market. You're an SME, you haven't landed your first clients, or you've got a very small clientele. You want to grow your business fast, so you're taking everyone on board. It will create problems for you. You need to, for your brand positioning and for your sanity, make sure that you are clear on who you're going to work with and who you are not going to work with. For instance, other businesses clarify who they are working with in terms of revenue. Say, we only work with businesses that make 10 million and more, which means the small ones are not yours because you don't have the capacity to work with them because they come with all sorts of complications and problems and so forth. Or you say, we work with businesses that your cap is 1 million, which means if they start making more than 1 million, you don't want them because, again, they've got other complications that you do not want to be associated with. So you have to be very specific as far as this is concerned. Okay, now let's look at the fix. The first and most important thing that you need to do in the fix is to refine your message. When you're refining your message, this is where you start. You always start with who you're going to help and the kind of pain point that you are solving. Okay, now, this is what you basically do. Let me just give you an example. You could actually say, we help SMEs grow their revenue or grow their sales, right? Now, if you are really talking about that, you want to say, identify that the problem that they have is growth, right? And the people that are having that growth problem are SMEs, and you are helping SMEs. For instance, at Phiri Consulting, we help SMEs build scalable and profitable businesses. And then we'll go into nitty-gritties as far as we help you increase your revenue 3x in 90 days. Now, this is one of the things that we are offering to SMEs. Now, we've got a 90-day growth action plan. Now, this growth strategy is taken from or derived from the 30-day growth action plan. If you have not yet downloaded it, remember it's down in the description. Make sure you do so. But what we do is we take the 30-day plan and then we expand it over 90 days. So which means the growth that you expect is 3x. So we make sure that we're clear there that what we're targeting is growth, right? We want you to grow your business because for most SMEs, growth is one of the biggest problems that they're facing. It is probably easy for some to start, but to then expand, to scale and remain profitable over time, this is a problem. So in that case, our positioning is that we help SMEs. So our message is clear. Who we are for are SMEs. And what we are targeting is growth. So the pain point we're dealing with there is issues that relate to problems with growth. And then the second fix is focus your solution. Now, what I mean by this is that you need to speak to people who are ready for the transformation. Now, there can be other SMEs out there, but we don't serve everyone. We only serve those that are ready for the transformation. For instance, the messaging must sound like this. If you are ready to grow your business. Now, when someone listens to that, or an SME is listening to that, if they're not ready to grow their business, then the messaging is not for that. So we also don't want them on board because they're going to give us problems. But I know for sure that there's absolutely no one out there who does not want to grow their business. So then we can then go to other ways of qualifying those particular leads. If you want to grow your business 2x in 30 days, then it means that that is the person that we're talking to. We want to make sure that your messaging is very focused on the transformation so that the people that are listening to you can identify with the transformation that you're offering. They see themselves in that transformation. They are ready for the transformation. They want that transformation. Then they are qualified leads. If they come on board, I'm telling you, they won't give you any issues. And then the third thing in the fix is align your value. That in aligning your value, you're showing the cost of not fixing the problem. Okay, for instance, you could say that doctors that came on board have confirmed that before using our strategies, they had cash flow problems. You see, I already turned it. I'm talking about the solution while identifying the problem, while I identifying the cost of not adopting that particular solution. So, which means that everyone who is a doctor and is having a cash flow problem will think this is my solution. All right. So you want to make sure there that you really address the cost of not solving that problem. Or you can even put it in a positive, but still addressing the cost. You can say SMEs that took our solution or took our strategies, increased their sales revenue. So the opposite is true there. It means that if you are facing sales revenue problems, your solution is this strategy. If not, then you're going to continue facing those problems. So the cost there is very clear. Make sure that there is no ambiguity as far as the cost of not solving the problem is. They must feel the pain. They must know that if they remain in this position, that pain, that cost will remain there, will persist, and it will give them serious problems. So the solution, although you are bringing them from one position to the other, show them that by staying where they are, this is the cost that they will incur remaining in the same position. Okay, so basically what you are saying here is the fix is all about signaling, all right? So think about it as a radio signal. Now, if the signal is fuzzy, no one can really hear. People will assume things, and then you end up having people that are making decisions to adopt something that is not for them, something that will create problems for both them and you, something that is beyond their reach as far as their budget is concerned, and so forth and so forth. So be clear exactly what you are there for. Okay, now I want to make this offer to you as Phiri Consulting. We are helping a lot of SMEs like you, like I said, scale their businesses the minimum 3x. Now, the reason why we're confident in saying this is because we have seen the 30-day action plan being expanded to 90 days and producing the results that we're talking about right here. So if you are interested in growing your business 3x, begin by downloading the 30-day growth action plan. Is there down below, or you'll find a link. Just book a free 15-minute non-obligation call so that we can talk, you and I, and find out whether we're a perfect match to work together. It's not under compulsion. If you feel like you've got the time and then you want to chat, it's a free strategy. We'll do a free audit with you and find out exactly if we are in a position to help you and if you can take up the offer that we are putting to you. So please do book. You'll find the link in down below. Choose your time, choose the day that you want, and then we can have that chat. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Remember, early preparation equals excellent results. This is Phiri Consulting. We'll see you in the next episode.